Hi guys, just to record, we're doing the team call for 9:30:15, and we're going to be talking, our big topic today is growing your network. So I'm going to get into some of those things, and I'm going to try to kind of fly through it. Stop me if you have a question. If not, what we'll do is definitely try to do a Q&A at the end for any questions you guys have on this topic specifically, or anything else. As long as I can get this Zoom call to keep going on, I'm open for Q&A, okay, guys?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So the very first thing that I want to talk about growing your network is, number one, I'm going to focus more on Facebook today because I know some of you will be branching out in Instagram and in Twitter and Pinterest and things like that, but you can honestly do whole calls on that, and there's some great team calls. Again, don't forget Coach's Corner, the file section. Scroll through those, guys. There are some fantastic calls, especially if you have a topic specifically that you want to talk about. But today, the first thing I want to mention is that your Facebook profile, or honestly any account that you have, it needs to be public. It really does. If you want to attract people, you want people to find you, you got to make it public. You got to put your face in the picture so they can see that it's you. You can't have it so far away or have 14 people in it that they don't know it's you and they can't identify it, but make it public. And sometimes that's going to mean you got to clean up your Facebook page. I think it's worth it. If you have private posts, you have your kids, you have things like that, put those on a privacy mode. But think about maybe some fun things that you do want to share, because this business isn't about just selling. It's about sharing who you are and finding people that you click with. And it's hard to click with somebody if they don't know anything about you. So that's my first really big tip. The second thing is your posts. I don't care if they're in your personal page or your like page. And I honestly do recommend everyone do a like page for Facebook. I think I found more people, and more people found me once I expanded beyond my warm market and their friends of friends. I think the like page was worth it. You can do so much with a like page. You can schedule your posts. You can advertise, and you don't have to spend a ton of money, but you can advertise. And I think there are some posts that you want to boost. You want to get people to see them, and it's a great way to find new people and let new people find you. So, but regardless, if it's on your personal page, you're going to do a little bit more, kind of the 80-20 rule, 80% personal, 20% throw in a invite or a challenge group or things like that. But in general, I want you to be thinking about posting and talking to your niche, whoever that is for you. You know, if you are a mom, then you want to be thinking about maybe I connect with moms that have a child that age or in that age group, or do those certain things, or things that I like to do that have nothing to do with fitness. So think about, because there's no way you can sit there and try to get everybody in the whole world. And you don't really want everybody in the whole world, right? Because you're not going to click with those people, and you're trying to find and grow a team of like-minded people that you want to spend time with, and you're going to be on Zoom calls. You want to be able to be like, I like you. I want to spend time with you. I want to give you advice. I want to help you. And it's hard to do that if it's not the kind of person that you click with. If they're a midnight owl, they're up at 3 o'clock in the morning, but you're always up at 6 o'clock, how are you connecting with someone like that? Or their personalities are so different than you. Let them find a coach that fits them. Don't worry about those people. Don't worry about trying to appeal to everybody. And I think that is a mistake that a lot of coaches make when they first come out. They don't take a moment to just think about, who am I? Who do I want to work with? And what are my interests where I can connect naturally and easily and genuinely with? That's the thing to think about. Okay, the next thing, the 3 vital behaviors. I hope by now you guys know the three vital behaviors, you know, be a product of the product, your personal development, and invite. But these are actually really important in your posts. And the reason is because being a product of the product doesn't mean every single thing you ever do in your life has to do with Beachbody programs and Shakeology and E&E and those kind of things. But you need to be sharing when you are doing those products because people trust you. Your friends want your opinion. They don't want a Beachbody Tony Horton video up there. They want you in a picture or a post or a video saying, I just did P90. It kicked my butt, but I loved it. You know what I'm saying? They want your opinion. If you like something, your friends might go, maybe I'm going to like it too. But they want to know from you why you like it and that you're actually using and doing the products. So that's a big one. Not only using them, but sharing it, okay? Personal development. This was always kind of something that I was like not really sure of for a while. And then I started to realize that my time was not being wasted by listening to helpful, inspirational audio. Just now finishing How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. That is a classic book. I read it, I think I had to read it back in school at one point, but I'm listening to it again. The Slight Edge, one of my favorites that I took on, just showing about like how these little things that you do every day that are easy to do, but they're also really easy not to do. If you do them, most people won't. So if you do them, you'll be that much further ahead than the average person. And the thing about listening to those audios or reading those books, even talking about 10 or 15 minutes a day. We're not talking about your whole life on this, people, but 10 or 15 minutes a day. And I do count team calls in personal development because I think you learn a lot in that. So if you tune in, I think you've done your PD for the day. But what that does is influences your mindset. You post brighter, you speak nicer, you just project a different attitude, and you learn things that you otherwise maybe never thought of. I mean, we're not omnipotent. We don't know everything, right? So you have to just expose yourself to some certain things, and I think it reflects in the way that you speak to people and the way you post to people. So that's my spiel on that one. The invite ring. I don't always consider invite mean physically invite. I think invite also includes starting a conversation and building a relationship. So when we say invite, sometimes it does mean people will not just come to you and say, oh, by the way, I'd really love to buy a PIO challenge pack, and I saw it was on sale, but I want to buy it through you. And you're the only person that I would ever buy it from, even though I just met you on social media. This doesn't happen, okay? It doesn't happen. You have to culture that relationship. So, part of that starts with people knowing you, trusting you, and that means part of the invite process is starting way back at square one and saying, hi, it's like a first date. How you doing? You don't go into, hey, you want to buy something from me? No, hey, how are you? Where do you live? Get some basic general information. Build from there. Plant seeds along the way when it becomes appropriate to do so. If you hear, gosh, I'm not really thrilled with my job. I wish I could have some extra income. Gee, have you ever considered doing what I do? I'm not cornering you on that. Have you ever thought about it? I'd be happy to talk to you about it. Guess what? We're having a sneak peek next week. I'd love for you to join us and see what coaching's all about. Simple, natural, normal conversation flow, okay? Next, Where do you find new people? This is the thing that most coaches struggle with so much. I'm hoping you guys did your list of 100 people that you already know. You just rattled off whomever, whenever you met them. It could be your dentist. It could be, your best friend from high school. But get that list flowing just to think about different people. Not that you're going to reach out to every single one of them, but you may trigger one, triggers another, and then just start reconnecting to the people that you, again, feel like you might have a connection with. Who knows? It might be 20 years. You might say, oh my gosh, I thought about you the other day. How are you? Where do you live now? Basic things. See where the conversation flows. It may or may not, but you never know unless you try. Okay. The other thing that you can really do, and I'm sure I've mentioned this to you guys, but social media now is just so super fantastic for finding new people to be friends with and to learn about. And Facebook groups, Instagram, you can hashtag and find things. So think about what you generally care about. Think about what you're generally interested in. Again, back to your niche, right? I know she wants to go to Ireland like in a major way. So if she finds and searches hashtag Ireland vacation, you're going to find groups that people like, oh my God, I just went there. I went there. You can then converse with those people. You're not talking about Beachbody. Hey, I'm a coach. Do you want to buy a challenge pack? No. Where'd you go? What'd you see? What was your favorite part? Why did you like that city over this city? Natural conversations you can do. I just got a dog. I have toddlers. I have questions about potty training. Find something that you care about that has nothing at all to do with fitness. Then you can start finding people that you, again, have interest in and likes and start building those natural relationships with. So another way to kind of find and expand your growth and people. One of the things that I've learned, it was from Joelle Matson, and I'm pretty sure it was she was on one of the national wake-up calls. Best tip probably that I've heard ever so far. Comment, compliment, question. Comment, compliment, question. These are not in-depth questions at this point. You don't know these people. But let's say you hashtag or you're in a group or you're personally messaging somebody that you haven't talked to in a while. Hey, I saw in your timeline you just came back from Cancun. That looks awesome. You and your family looked great. I haven't seen you in so long. Where exactly did you go? What was your favorite part? Compliment, comment, question. It starts the conversation flowing, and a question keeps the conversation flowing. You ease into more in-depth conversation. Eventually, the conversation's going well. You can friend request them or have them friend request you, get them onto your like page, get them onto your personal page where you can start personal messaging. But you can do those three things very quickly, very easily. And if someone then engages with you, you've got something to engage back with, and then you start that back and forth conversation, okay? The like page, we're back to that. I do seriously think that that's hugely beneficial. And did you guys know you can actually promote your page? So once you develop your page, and it's super simple to do, just create it off of your personal page. Once you create it, you need to be consistent with your posts, because if somebody does see it, they want to check it out and see that you're actually showing up. But you can do the advertising through Facebook on your like page. You can schedule the posts, and I totally take advantage of that. I pretty much do my morning posts live, and I do pretty much always my afternoon and my evening posts are pre-scheduled at least a few days in advance, sometimes a little bit more, and then I'll play with it if something else comes up. But I also, that way I kind of know I'm covered. And if your mornings are hectic and horrible, do it the other way. Pre-schedule your morning post and live post a night post. But the cool thing about your like page is no one really knows that you're doing it that way. And once it's scheduled, you can always go in and adjust. So if I did something cool that night and I said, yeah, you know what, that's better than what I pre-posted, I can reschedule the pre-post to another night, at least to block out that time and say, hey, I'm covered. But for as little as $1 a day, you can boost a post or boost your page, send people to the website. The Facebook like page has a lot of advertising options. You can choose your target market, which I love. You can say, I only want females. I only want them between ages X and X. I actually only want them if they're moms. You can narrow things down. I only want people that are interested in diners, drive-ins, and dives. Whatever you think is you and that you want people you want to attract, you can actually be very targeted with that. And so that your dollar goes further and you start bringing brand new people to like your like page. Again, that's only going to really stick, and they're going to stick with you if you're posting some value, if there's some reason that they want to show up day in and day out. You post once every 3 days, they may not stick around. But if you start being consistent with your posts and they start knowing that you're posting morning, noon, and night, or whatever your time frames are, and you're posting some good content, you're posting helpful content directed to those people, you will start building and expanding and bringing brand new people that you've never met before. And the reason I love that is because Facebook has even made it easier now. 2 things. First one, if you boost a post on Facebook like page, like I said, you choose the dollar amount, you choose if you want to boost it to your friends, your target market. But let's say for $1, you like this particular post, you think it's worthy. Maybe it's a sneak peek post. Maybe it's just, you just thought you did. I made a video one day. I woke up and I said, what do people maybe don't know that I've learned? And I had a bunch of avocados in my fridge, and I said, I used to throw out these avocados because I had no idea how to preserve them. I couldn't eat a whole avocado. I didn't really want to eat a whole avocado, but what do I do? Because I'm throwing half this avocado away every time I open an avocado. Well, I finally figured out a way to preserve it so I could take a little piece, have it for my breakfast, and then tomorrow I could have a little bit more. So I said, boom, gonna make a quick little video on that. Had nothing to do with fitness, a little to do with nutrition, but mostly just a helpful hint that I figured out for myself and I thought maybe somebody else could use. So that was a post that I did, and Facebook really does love videos. So if you post a video, directly upload it. Don't put it to YouTube and then use your link or anything like that. Directly upload it. Facebook right now is loving videos. That's why you see me doing a lot of them, okay? And I know they're not the most fun things, and you probably feel silly doing it. I certainly did it first. Staring at yourself, you look like an idiot, you think, but you get used to it. And who really cares? Whatever. But you direct upload it. Naturally, Facebook will put it on more people's news feeds. Now, you throw $1 boost on it, honestly guys, I'm getting like 1 cent cost per click on those videos. So my $1 just got me at least 100 new people looking at my video. Of those people, chances are good I'm getting a few that like my page. Yes, that's the whole point. You're getting somebody that says, oh, She's quirky, she's weird, I kind of like her. All right, let's see, let's check out her page. They like my page. What do I do then? I can look at who liked my page. And especially if you're doing this on a computer, but nowadays, even on your Facebook like app. So if you have a like page, there's a like app. It's separate from your regular Facebook. But otherwise, you can go on the computer. And you can then check out that person's profile. First, I look to see, are they a coach? Are they selling Advocare? Are they selling something else that I'm not interested in? Or are they a Beachbody coach that they were being nice to me and liked me, but they're not going to be somebody that's going to join my team, or I'm going to introduce to Beachbody. So I can look and see if they look like somebody that might fit with me. If so, I can shoot them a friend request. Now I do about maybe 3 of those a day, and I keep track. And if they accept my friend request, awesome. I will send them a personal message now, because if I sent them a personal message before we were friends, it goes to their other box and they'll never really see it. So I friend request them. If they accept, then I shoot them a quick message. Hey, I just saw that you liked my like page the other day. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Are you into health and fitness too? Boom. They might interact with me, they might not, but at least I've opened the door to communication. I've moved them over to my personal page where they're going to see another side of me, and I have the opportunity to maybe invite them to a clean eating challenge, my Get Fit group. Maybe we're talking and they really express an interest in getting fit, so I'm going to invite them to my elite Get Fit group. Again, opening the door kind of thing. The other really cool thing is, on any post on your like page, if you go to your notification section when you are on the computer, it doesn't work on the phone. You go to notifications, you see that somebody liked or commented or whatever. There's a notification bar at the top. You click on that. It'll open up all of your posts, and you can click down and see, okay, I know this post had some good interaction. You'll click that post and you scroll down and it'll say, A, B, C, and D plus 10 others liked this post. They may not have commented, they may not have done anything, but they liked it. Click their names, or if there's like 10 others, you can click the 10 others. It will open up everyone who's liked that post, okay? Once you get that, you can scroll down, again, look at their profile, see if they're a Beachbody coach, see if there's somebody else, see if there's somebody you might be having interest with. But to the right of that, you can also see if you're already friends with them, if they've already liked your page, if you've invited them to like your page, like let's say, they were in part of your friends and you've already sent out a bunch of invites, or that you haven't and you can invite them. Click, boom, invite. You just sent out invites. Facebook will not jail you for sending out like page invites. And you already invited somebody that had an interest enough to like your post. Maybe they want to like your page now. And then if they do, you go back to, you might friend request them. You might personal message them and start that conversation that way. But those are free. That's a completely free way of getting somebody to like your page and build up your like page with just scrolling through your notifications and seeing who's liked your post. Now, it may have cost you $1 to boost your post a little bit and get it on some more people's news feed, but you might gain 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 new faces on your like page for $1. To me, that's the beginning of the compound effect. Small tasks daily. You don't have to invite 8,000 people. You invite 2 or 3 today, and then tomorrow, 2 or 3. You start a conversation with a couple of people today. you do it again tomorrow. But the effect compounds, and before you know it, within a month, you've spoken to all these new people, potential challengers, potential coaches. You don't know. You have no idea who you're speaking to, if they're going to run with it, if they're going to care, if they're going to tell you to go fly a kite. But you don't ever know if you don't try. So that's my big lesson so far today. I think that's the majority of the stuff. I'm sure I could talk on for more, but someone give me a time, please. I'm sorry I didn't bring clock.
28 after.
Okay. All right, then let me do two other quick things. And oh, Facebook is telling me I have 10 minutes. Okay. No, let me stop then. First, all right, from that, questions.
I don't have any at the moment.
Okay. Erica, Jen, anybody else?
Yeah. No, not really. Not right now. That was a lot of information.
Did I go too fast?
No, not at all.
Well, if you don't have questions, let me rattle off two other quick things so that I can just fill you guys with tons of information. All right, two other things I have on my notes for today to talk about are running your free challenges. Another great way, another huge way that I attract brand new people. I do this once a month. You don't want to give away the world, so this is not something you do constantly, but once a month, I do free challenges, and I do find a ton of great people through the free challenges. And you know what's the best thing about them? Is it's easy to invite to something that's free. I found when I first started, and I still find it somewhat intimidating, is to invite somebody to something that they're going to have to pay for. I'm not trying to trick somebody, and I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable or weird. So, oops, mine's goofy that way. So, starting off with something that's free is great. It's also the reason I love the sneak peeks, because I'm inviting you to learn about coaching. I'm not inviting you to say, pony up and become a coach today. So it can be the free cleaning challenges or the healthy menu challenges that I've given you guys my posts, my menus. I've done 5 or 6. So you guys have no excuse not to do a free something healthy menu, because I've done all the work for you. You literally just have to copy and paste and you're good. But you can be creative. I mean, what's something you care about? You want to do plank challenge. Every day you're going to post plank, or you want to do something, you learn something great about budgeting. I don't know. You can be creative in something that maybe you're experienced with, that you can do and share with somebody else totally for free. A post a day, a couple posts a day. And it's just a way, again, to find people that care about something that you care about. I happen to love recipes, so the healthy menu thing works great for me. If that's not your thing, don't do it. You're going to find a bunch of people that like stuff that you don't mesh with. So figure out something like that. You can also, again, use an event for those, whether it's off your personal page or your like page. The events work great. Invite a bunch of people, keep it public, get people, say, hey, invite your friend. And that's the other thing. We're going to get to referrals. The other way to expand your network is the people that you're inviting. Hey, do you know anybody else that would like some free healthy recipes and a menu plan for them? Invite them. Let them know. Have them join you. Boom. Your one turned into 2. Okay. And a challenge group. If you get somebody that wants to do, I'm pumped up. I want to do PIO, and I'm on board with Shakeology. I'm all gung ho. You have a friend that wants to do that with you? It's kind of really fun to do with somebody you know, and even though you're virtually doing it, it's nice to know someone's in your corner. Invite them, no problem. You have somebody in your groups, and you will see in even your free groups, you will see rock stars emerge. And I will tell you, all of my coaches have been people that I've risen to the top, and have said they're interacting, they're posting on their own. They basically start being a coach before they even realize they're being a coach. But they are the ones that are present and interactive and enjoying what they're doing. So talk to them, private message them. You are doing awesome in this. I am so happy that you are loving this, you're engaged. What can I do? You want? That's the stuff where you can start saying, have you ever thought about coaching? Have you ever thought about, would you be interested in, from the free menu, hey, are you liking this? Would joining my Elite Get Fit group and doing something like maybe the 21-day fix with containers and menus and a workout, would that be the next step for you? Would that be something you'd be interested in? That kind of thing. You can kind of go from there. And would you consider, are you interested in? These are really safe ways to ask a question that elicits a response without putting someone in the corner and feeling like they have no out and becoming the icky salesperson that we don't want you to be. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the last of my little tidbits of information. I haven't gotten a new little buzz, but I'm guessing we have 5 or 6 minutes left. So
Actually,
question
4
away.
minutes. I have a countdown on my screen.
You do? Okay. Oh, yep, I do too now. All right, I see it. So 4 minutes, guys. Questions.
Yeah. Mm.
Even if it doesn't have to relate with our topic. Questions. You got me for 4 minutes live.
I think probably as far as our first challenge, we're doing an actual 30-day challenge, and a lot of these people that are in this 30-day challenge already have Shakeology.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess we're just kind of just going to run with it. Like the one lady that earlier, she's not joining the group, but literally everyone else, they aren't ready to buy the Shakeology yet, or they already have the Shakeology for this group.
Okay.
So, I mean, like my mom, because Kate has like 4 bags that she hasn't even opened. I think that's where I find my biggest challenge is trying to, introduce the shake without them being intimidated by the price.
Okay, so my first thought on that is a 30-day challenge to me is too much if you're doing
I know.
I know you've already done it. But this is, let me tell you exactly what happened to me. And I think I did similar to you, is I tried to do it as a 30-day group. And then I was finding people that maybe were doing a workout or maybe doing Shakeology, but I couldn't get them to do both. And then I'd have somebody that I was really interacting well with, but was doing a gym thing. So honestly, what happened is that became my general Get Fit group, whatever you want to call it. That became my general Get Fit group. So I would suggest just turning this 30-day challenge that you've started, as soon as their time's up, just turn it into, I'm going to leave this group open for anybody that wants to continue with getting inspired and motivated, and whatever your gig is, you're welcome to it. Then,
okay.
And leave that open for all the people that aren't ready to commit 100% to a challenge pack deal.
Okay.
And then make the people that are ready to commit to both, that's who you put in the Elite Get Fit group. And that one you only do every 30 days. And you're done. At the end of 30 days, they have to tell you they want to continue or you're adding brand new people. But my general Get Fit group, I leave completely 100% open. If you're sick of this, you can get out, but otherwise people want to be motivated and stick in. So I would just move what you're doing ultimately to be an open group, and then continue to keep posting about Shakeology and other benefits, and hopefully, and then invite those people to your elite Get Fit group, which you guys know at first you're welcome to jump them into mine. As long as they're getting a challenge pack or completing a challenge pack, so they're doing both, you guys are welcome to put them into my group. You don't have to worry about it. I'll do all the posts.
Okay, so we can keep this as a closed group for the first 30 days, and then we'll open it up to the public, and we'll just kind of...
That's what I would do.
Roll with it. Okay.
That's what I would do. I would convert that into a general support group.
Okay. That's good.